This is actual in-game footage of Minecraft. And not only that, this is my game set to 2 render distance. What's going on? It's Dawntor, back for another video. Today I have something really cool to show you guys. This is a mod called Distant Horizons, and you might be wondering, how the heck are you getting this much FPS and have this high of a render distance? And it's using a concept called LODs. So LODs are essentially, you've probably seen them in like open world games and things like that with big worlds. Essentially, they take things that are farther away and make it so they're less detailed so as to save computing power. Aside from being able to see literally everything, I think it's insane how high of an FPS this allows your game to run at. Because if you can't run at something like a high distance, you can really crank this down all the way to nothing, and you'll have some glitching for a second. It'll load in. Oh my gosh, this is 2 render distance. So you may also be wondering, does this mod work in multiplayer? And the answer is yes and no. So essentially, if you've loaded in chunks already, you can load them at a distance. I believe that's how it works, at least. It won't load super far away right at the beginning, but it'll load normally, and then the more and more you explore, it almost fills the world up like a map. This will also run with Teralith and sodium. I won't run with shaders. I think I've seen mods like this that run with shaders, although running shaders in general with it is going to be weird and tough and isn't going to give you the same FPS as it would. So this mod does in fact also work in other dimensions, including the Nether and the End. This is super exciting in my opinion. It's so easy to get lost in these places. Alright, now's my favorite part, the experimental settings. So I'm gonna fly straight up because that's the coolest way to demonstrate this in my opinion. And we're probably high enough right about now. Yeah, cool. Got some glitching below me, but that usually patches itself up. So if I hop right to options, and then this button over here is how you edit things, you can go to a couple different tabs. In graphics, advanced quality, you have the earth curve ratio. This thing is so cool. You can set it to pretty much anything, any value, and as the more you do, I'll do it with zeros, the more you notice it. So I think it's a max value of 5,000, so I'll do it with a 3. Whoa, okay. What? Yes, you can in fact play Minecraft in a round world with curves at the edge of the horizon. When you fall back down, it is playable. It is sometimes glitchy, but nothing that a relog does not fix. But yeah, it works great. You can't see quite as far naturally because it curves, but if you want it to be like an earth curve on the ground more so, because you're not always going to be so high up in the air, you go back to your settings and maybe set it to something more along the lines of 2,000 or 1,000 even. 1,000 is nice. So it's like you get that earth curve in the distance, but you can still see islands in the distance. It's almost got like an Animal Crossing vibe to it. I really enjoy it. There's a few other settings too. If you come back here to the advanced, vanilla overdraw as well as overdraw offset, mainly this one is nice. I usually put it to 1 because by the edge of where the actual rendered chunks are and the LODs are, there can be some weird cutting out, and I believe what this does, at least I'm pretty sure, is it will render over more LODs onto the actually rendered chunks just to make sure, and it's not that much of a hit on your CPU or anything. Alright, onto the fog options. So in the fog, I often go over to draw mode and turn it to disabled, because when you have it on, hit done here, I mean, it looks actually okay when you do it with it. Probably the nighttime helps it out. It's really a preference thing. I personally enjoy it without the fog. I guess when you're doing the round world, it kind of looks like it's like the atmosphere, and that's actually really, really cool. Okay, I can't even say that doesn't look good. I'm also curious to see what it looks like when playing on 0 with the fog. I mean, it's hard to complain. That's quite beautiful. Why has this not been Minecraft? And when it's been a multi-billion-dollar game for as long as it's been, I have no idea. But it's here now, and the modding community has blessed us again. So in conclusion, I don't see why anyone playing single player wouldn't want this mod, if anything, just for the increase in FPS. Like that's the most wild thing to me, is that like you can see more and your FPS goes up. Like, why this? I don't understand. So if you're playing single player, definitely hop over and grab this. It's not too hard. You just need Fabric Loader and the Fabric API. You drop it into your mods folder, and then you drop this mod into your mods folder, and you got it. It's no big deal. Easy peasy. Get yourself some more FPS, and have a good one.